Good evening, and welcome to Game 1 between Pirate Sheep and Shatty. This is round 3 in the Hyrule bracket. It's still best of threes until close to the end of this tournament, so we'll see which one of these races to that second win, but they're only going to get one of them tonight. I'll have to wait till tomorrow to potentially get that second win under the belt. Furious K alongside Why Must You Hate Me, aka Yumi. How you doing, man?
What's up, buddy? I am doing great. It's the first time I ever got to do comms with you, and ready to have a good time tonight with two really good racers. So this is going to be fun.
Yep, Shatty, definitely the older of the two. Old man Shatty has been around since before I got involved in this stuff. I think probably by at least a handful of months, way back in 2017. Pirate Sheep has come along strong, though, in the last couple of years, so Shatty's going to have his work cut out for him, and it's going to start momentarily, so we'll get a quick glance at where they start on the overworld. Looks like it's going to be on the eastern side, and a dungeon immediately.
Oh wow, I like starting over here. I'd rather be a little bit more towards the middle, but oh, and immediate Triforce too. Wow, funny. This is a pretty good starting spot though. You get 3 of your Armoses over here. You know, you don't want to die on the other side of the world or anything, but other than that, it's a nice starting spot. Bunch of open caves.
Yeah, Shag going back in just because there's another open door or two, so to make sure there isn't something for free. Looks like it might just be an old man, another door, and oh my goodness, the overworld.
Well, we got Wiz Robes, which is makes the overworld fun, especially early on without a sword, but that means we won't have them in our dungeons, so there is that silver lining.
Yeah, you just gotta hope they aren't on a couple of screens out there. There's 3 or 4 where, especially the red wizards, get incremental spawns, and that becomes a little bit of a circus.
Yeah, I actually think the reds are worse on the overworld as we find level 2. I think the reds are worse than the blues on the overworld just because you're moving around, tracking, and you can just face plant them without if you're not paying good attention. So they're pretty annoying.
Power bracelets move spots, but otherwise vanilla up on the overworld at the Armos.
Yeah, that's I like seeing that early too because you can you know, you can knock these out. You don't have to worry about going back to them. They're pretty annoying spots, so that's not bad.
Rapid fire items, red candle a couple rooms into level 2 as well, so no candle purchase required in this one if you go towards that coast open cave.
Oh man, good call. I didn't even see that one. It was so fast. That's nice too. Another thing that with these flags, there's no extra candles on, so it can be kind of annoying trying to find the candle shop and sometimes have to backtrack and whatnot. So it's very nice to find that red candle early.
Yep, got a quick coast check for once. I actually missed something that was going on. We'll have to see maybe if the audience caught that, or maybe our tracker Malkier caught it. Looks like it's a ring, so jewelry's out there. You'll need a ladder to get to that.
I don't mind seeing it there because you know it's not free. You know me and free red rings, so depending on where the ladder is, that's a welcome sight to see that bad boy on the coast.
Shay tries to work his way towards a free Triforce, but in the end, there's just too much going on that level 2 is going to give up on it for the time being. Did get 3 keys, though. That's the pro of kind of going into the doors that you're allowed for free. You can find keys and save those keys, and maybe if it's a key Star of Seed, then you can use retry strats out of some of these dungeons.
Yeah, totally. Big fan of this is like these flags actually like big dungeons early because for whatever reason I have key problems, so it's nice to snag a couple, especially those are all free. Got them without a sword, so it's extra nice.
We'll see how many of them Pirate Sheep accumulates in here. I believe the red candle is just off to the left a little bit from where he's at. Silver's white sword item. Crossroads screen is what I call that thing.
Well, you know, it's pretty early, but so far the seed is being pretty friendly. We got us a free candle, free Triforce, bunch bunch of keys. We got the silver location. So yeah, like to see all that early.
Yeah, I mean, the silvers are going to be great for Shaddy because of all the runners, I think he's probably the most notorious for gambling 9. Won't have to do it this time.
Yeah, totally. And I think Sheep is a pretty decent gambler too. So it would have been interesting to see how much risk they were willing to take. But you know, we still have the bow and stuff out there. So, but yeah, Shatty. I know Shatty 100% of the time. If there's any question at all, he's running straight to level 9. So we won't get to see that today.
Yeah, we'll see if the Pirate Sheep decides to burn the key here. Got 3 of them, so he had the same setup as Shaddy did. The Triforce is 1 key door away, so it looks like it'll pay off.
Yeah, there you go. Do not have to come back here. We are done. So we do have the, I guess we should tell the folks just in case, a new flag for this tournament, and it's intra-dungeon heart shuffle, which is, there is a heart in every dungeon, just like non-heart shuffle, but you don't know whether it's in the stair or on the floor. So once you get your 1 item in the dungeons that only have 1 item in vanilla, you only get your, you can leave.
Alright, Shaddy now kind of covering some of the overworld spots to even that up. Is going to try on 4.
Nope.
Pirate Sheep opens up and doesn't go in there directly, but probably is just routing it. So, not everything completely free.
No. We'll still need a sword too at some point. We haven't covered a whole lot of ground yet because we keep finding levels and distractions. So we'll see where the sword's going to be. I think a funny spot for it would be the very, very southwest corners, being where we started.
Dead end of Dead Woods Cave.
Yep, that one.
Yeah.
Be a funny spot for it. Starting all the way over here in the east.
Now, the other annoying spot I think is kind of first quest 1, just because you have to be able to kind of commit to that screen sometimes, especially with Lionels and Wizards in the overworld. You might have to be threatened with a death just trying to get into that cave.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's just in a weird spot. Like it's really hard for me. It's really hard to route that spot in. For whatever reason, it's kind of the link between the north and the south there, and whatever way you go, it's going to be likely to be a dead end the other way. Kind of like the Candle Row. It kind of feels the same way a bit.
So far, runners kind of going screen for screen with one another. Shay's got like a very slim lead on everything but Triforces.
Yeah, not much divergence at all. I mean, the only real big difference is the Pirate Sheep spent that key to get that Triforce, which, you know, it's not insignificant, being it's... Might not need to really come back to this area. Oh, we have to come back to get silvers at some point, so not that big of a deal, I guess.
Yeah, it's an interesting decision by Shetty. He does the gambling game, sees the plus 63, and is on 11 rupees. It's a rare time where I would probably have just gone back in and tried to get lucky if I hit the 63. I mean, you're not really looking for candle at this point, so it'd just be for like wood arrows or something like that. And wood arrows even are kind of deprioritized with the silver's knowledge. You'd only get that if you're really struggling to get the heart containers and you stumbled on the bow. So I guess I understand why he didn't do it.
Yeah, at this rate, I mean, there's not a whole lot, you know, aside from potentially keys and hints, I guess, in these flags. But they got the free candle. We got silvers there, so 2 of the main purchases, candle and arrows. You're not really worried about, huh?
Yeah, I mean, the only arrows Shadow's worried about is the ones that don't fire after he hits 0. I mean, he needs the money for that, probably.
Yeah, yeah, true. And, you know, he will fire away. I think Sheep does too, but I watched Shatty a little longer, and I know he does. He is not. He is very liberal with that arrow shooting once he gets them.
All right, Magical Sword is in the forest, so it's not super far from the start. but again, probably not going to rush to that spot on 10 or 11. You probably still want to get to 12, 13, or 14. 74 for the large right next door to that. So large secret's not exactly great, but it's not down in the 50s, so it is kind of what it is.
Yeah, could be better, could be worse. Not great, but you know, there's 3 of those bad boys, and probably not gonna need money for a whole lot, so it'll be all right.
Got a pack of bombs for this coast, so we'll see if we can find any more dungeons down here.
There's one. Level 3.
Right. This is going to be an interesting play, because, again, another small dungeon, and you don't have wizards down here, at least. So, everything except for probably dark nuts if you find them.
Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, it's always interesting when you find these dungeons with red candle, because you can clear them, a lot of these rooms he's probably going to be able to clear, but it is most definitely a little bit slower. So it's kind of it's always like, do I want to mess around in here with this candle? I just do it, but it always feels a little bit like you're wasting time or something when you're using the red candle, but it can be fairly close to the same speed though, depending on the enemies.
And not much payoff in these 2 rooms, so I'm going to go back and probably try the entryway again, as we have a door up. And it's a really tough call in 3. Like, if he walked into this and it said level 7, probably looks at a room or 2, and even if the combat is doable on Red Candle, I think I would probably skip out, because I think you'd probably make more progress with an A-column weapon.
Yeah, and then you see, like, you know, you run into a room of 3 Dodongos or something, and that just really, like, it sucks so bad. Wallmaster's hiding. Almost ran through that room too fast, didn't even see him. Well, sheep over here in the grave. We gotta be finding a somewhat close to a sword. Either we're gonna be over here somewhere, or a vanilla start, or maybe my guess in the southwest corner is right. We'll see.
Yeah, compass get so Shetty can at least find his way towards that, and it looks like you have no choice but to go that way.
Yeah, it's a choke point right there in the Triforce room. This seems like kind of a large 3. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems kind of chunky for a level 3. Wouldn't count the rooms or anything, 20. But 20, okay, yeah, so.
And we're out of here.
Yep. That is a hard ladder block for both the Triforce and the item in level 3, so.
Yeah, did not even get a heart container, which again probably would be helpful. Put you 1 step closer to guaranteeing the silvers, which you're going to need from the White Sword Cave. But ThePirateSheep has gotten a lot of overworld checks cleared in the time it took Shay to kind of dig through that 3. Not sure when ThePirateSheep's going to route that in, if ever, depending on the Triforce count.
Yeah, that time in there with the candle really kind of, I mean, not this was just because it was a candle, but you see how quickly it can add up and how much you can get accomplished in that time if you're not in there. Shatty finds level 7 over here as well.
Yeah, I gotta check a room or 2. I don't expect this to last as long as level 3.
It's funny because you literally just referenced level 7 if you found it with the red candle. So let's see. Yep, Shatty feels the same way. There we go. He's gone.
Alright, so sword is Death Armos, which has a bunch of Lionels on the screen below. That'll be fun to get to for Shatty.
So not quite.
It's not going to be just a question of where the ThePirateSheep goes. I mean, it does not have a bomb pack still, which is going to be detrimental for like death mountain diving and a handful of the routing decisions that can be made.
Yeah, so such a helpless feeling in the beginning when your only choice is to get a global drop. So I don't know if he's counting globals or anything, but yeah, you just gotta the game just gotta give you a bomb, man. It can be pretty frustrating sometimes if it doesn't, but there's our blue candle that is useless now. It's kind of expensive too, so another reason why that red candle is nice. Hey, there's a bomb pack for sheep. And Shatty did give it a tug at 5 hearts, it looks like, and the full 6 hearts for silvers. Good times. Oh man, that is a brutal death. Oh.
Yeah, there it goes. Back to start. Gonna probably do the same silvers check at this point. Well, no, gonna go to the forest. We don't have these spots checked yet.
Yeah, and there's nothing he could really do about that either. It was just a blue Israel right in his face as he came onto the screen. It's just unfortunate there, but he has some checks. He can do the forest, and he'll probably do the coast and stuff now. So it's not the end of the world. Shatty has stumbled on the any roads. I didn't see where the first one where it was, but oh, okay, right there and below the ferry. Those are pretty. I didn't see the second one, but they were decent-ish. Oh, any roads?
All right, Pirate Sheep's gonna find level 3 as their next dungeon, so not much time lost here for Shatty, as both are going to get blocked up. For the any roads, it was the Grave Armos and the spot right below the Power Bracelet Grave. So those two are right next to each other. And then the raft spot. So, pretty met until you get the raft at minimum. I mean, it's still...
yeah, not great, huh? The sheep gets the map right away, so he's going to see pretty quickly that he's, and you can tell he's going a little bit faster with the sword, but not, you know, nothing crazy. So they're ultimately going to be pretty much coming together here, I bet, and have done almost the same exact things. It's going to be after Shatty gets this sword. Well, we got plenty of hearts now for silvers. That's nice.
Yeah, Shatty's found a couple of extra heart containers in the digs, I guess, so must be a little bit of divergence somewhere.
Gotta find something to spend money on now that Shatty's about maxed out and finding more secrets, so...
Yeah, this screen is where it's going to be interesting. Oh, man.
Yeah, oh, man. Yeah, this is... Take your time and get through it here. Oh no. Yeah, just go to the fairy fountain. Yep, that's what I'd be doing. Especially, he doesn't know it, but that's the sword up there, so you don't want to die right here.
Yeah, I think he's got down at like 6 or 7 caves at most, so the odds are getting better. You can't just orphan that check. I guess in theory you could go around the grave side and get to it, but yeah,
I don't think you would orphan it. It'd be a long walk down there if you died.
Meanwhile, Pirate Sheep has worked through level 3. I would say it was about a minute and a half faster. Maybe.
Yeah, it seemed very noticeably faster for sure.
Yeah, that's kind of one of those things where when do you say, I know I can clear this, but it also is going to be way slower than somebody with the sword.
Yep. Like maybe 1, 2, 3's pushing it, but anything bigger than that, I usually just get out of there. So 3's kind of the in-between. The tweener dungeon where I probably just try to dig it too. Don't like doing it, but would do it.
It's one of those where like you don't fault a runner for doing it, but it also doesn't feel great.
Yep, exactly.
Alright, Shatty bailed on this 7 in a hurry without a sword. It's a slightly different decision for Pirate Sheep, because this is likely, I'm not going to say it's guaranteed, but it seems likely that this is a segment on its
Yeah,
own,
sure.
like one of those 2 blocks.
Sure seems like it when you see a room with no doors and a stair right away. It's a very good bet.
And your reward is getting manhandled almost. We get a fairy, which I think actually is a rare time we'll take that over the bomb.
Yeah, he hit you down to 1 heart there. Nice dodge on the last fireball there to stay alive and keep, well, for nothing.
I mean, we could potentially bomb down, and you can potentially bomb left.
Yeah,
out of
bomb
this
left
east
here.
room.
Yeah, it is not segmented, so that map was actually, yeah, very helpful potentially. There it is.
Downside is, at some point, ThePirateSheep did burn through all their keys. I'm going to guess it was level 3 that cost us down to 1, and then this level 7 took the last one to troll us with the go block.
Yeah, interesting how they seem to have done most. Yeah, so Shatty got another heart or 2, and then an extra key or 2, or at least went a different way and spent less keys. But we got to use 1 here if we're going to progress in this dungeon.
Yeah, well, this is the smarter decision. You try and go where you have more options out of it.
Absolutely.
If this doesn't bomb, then you're left with a weird decision because you can right-hand staircase. And we have a blue ring pickup, by the way.
Hey, so I needed to spend that money, and Shatty's a big advocate of that ring when he has the money, so he's putting that on display here.
The next
it's gonna be helpful.
Next dungeon he finds is gonna have the ladder for his red ring too.
Yeah, he knows. That's how it goes, man.
Oh man!
Oh god, what a stupid room.
Left side lane mode.
Mm-hmm. You can't do anything about that. You gotta get out of here. Yeah, so you get a ring, potion, more hearts, something. As we know with these flags, it's called random force, so it could be anywhere between 5 to 8. So you don't really want to mess with a 7 like that, in my opinion, unless it's necessary, ugly, and get out of there. I agree 100%.
Here's some hints.
Yeah.
It looked like 88 rupees to get all 3, so definitely affordable if we find the book.
Some impressive quick math there, Fury. That was immediate.
Yeah, it made it easier because 2 of them lined up to a 0 number, so
it
saved me a lot of work. Made me look smarter than I am.
I don't know where this ring was, but I imagine Sheep is going to buy it if he sees it anytime soon.
Well, there's one, we just saw at Vanilla 6, there's one at the desert burn bush on the south side of it, the long path. I don't know where Shatty inevitably... I think it was on the blue Lionel screen, wasn't it? Death screen there.
Oh yeah, right below the sword.
Almost.
Yeah, yep, it was. Still a lot of dungeons out there somewhere. So we've seen 3, but no 1, no 4, no 5, no 8, and no 9, of course.
Yeah, I mean, we got 2 Triforces and like 3 or 4 pieces of item knowledge, including 1 out of a dungeon in like the first 6 minutes. And then the brakes got pumped.
Level 5. Yeah. And it seems to go that way a lot, right? Like you get loaded up real quick, and then it's like, okay, now everything else is hiding from you. Daddy did recognize he'll tell you he's not the greatest with room drops, but he did recognize that room was not going to drop. It never drops except for in level 1, so he got out of there. Give him a little kudos there.
Yeah, and then you check the staircase, although every runner believes at this point that the first staircase you find in 5 is always a transport. It is absolutely never an item.
Seems like it sometimes. Well, there's 8. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's the first we've seen of 8, right? Yeah.
Yep. Oh, more landmos in 5. Not left side, though, so we can bail out of there. And we get more landmos, just a bit slower this time.
Yeah, the red ones are pretty easy to deal with. The blue ones you gotta look out for. And this will drop here, but it did not.
Yeah, it can drop on both sides of the pointless mode. Go up or down.
Yep. Well, there's a compass on Shatty's side, which makes things... Oh. Have we been in that room?
No, we were on the right column of that.
Ah, okay. I see, yeah.
We just never took the step over there. I don't know if it was a key door or just didn't feel like going that direction.
You always got you love wires that roll down. Those are it's always good. They give you hearts, money. Feels good. But they go down to a wood sword.
Yeah, so
I'm sorry, not wires, souls.
we're saving the dark nuts for 9. It feels like, though. I mean, I haven't seen a single one yet.
Yeah, we really haven't. That's right.
Yeah, still missing 1, 4, and 9 at this point. So a couple of small dungeons out there still.
Oh,
Shetty can't get the drop in that room anyways. It's going to be in the interior in 5.
Is there a way to tell when that drop is going to be in like the bottom right corner or the interior? It's certain dungeons, I take it.
Level 5 is the only one that's on the inside. It's bottom right corner for level 4, and I believe it's top right every other time.
Gotcha. Nice.
The only one that's important really to know is that when you're in 5, it's on the inside. Everything else is perimeter.
Yep, that'll be good knowledge. Remember that. We got something here. Ooh, a book in 8.
240 rupees, knowledge of the, whatever I said the hint shop was, 80-something, 88 maybe. I think you go back there pretty quickly. Maybe not, like, exit the dungeon and go look, but once progression's done in here, if you know where that hint shop is, you go back to it. Yeah,
once you're out of here, you got to go, I think. I mean, the hints are just so valuable in these flags. Once you have the book, they're all helpful. Well, they're all factual, so whether they help you or not, they're all good hints. So one way or another, it's going to give you some knowledge, especially this early when you haven't seen much yet.
Sail not to save the princess, step over the water to get the red ring, and what do you think? The other one's going to be level 8 has the book? Something silly like that? I mean, that's what it feels like I get all the time, is just the real trolls whenever I get the book.
Or meet the old man in Lost Hills for silvers. That's a good one we could get right now.
Oh, here we go. We might have the item staircase for Shatty. We do. It's the vanilla item. It's the flute. Burn it.
Yeah, you take that, especially in the mixed quest overworld, a bunch of spots it opens up, plus some movement. You can move around the overworld much easier.
Yep, so bomb wall hid the Triforce room, which is pretty unguarded.
Yep, it's a pretty decent 5 there. My sheep moving through this 8 still, probably just looking for a try at this point. I don't know if you're looking for the item here. You got one of them. You have all kinds of dungeons left. He's probably just Triforce hunting, and there it is.
Yeah, I think you're going and hoping to stumble on the Triforce or the floor item or the staircase item number 2.
Sure.
You just go in until you can't figure out where to go anymore.
Especially with that book now, you just got to get to those hints. All this money in the book, you don't want to dig a level 8 for an item and you find out these hints you're about to get here shortly, or it tells you it's a boomerang or something.
Yep, I 100% go straight back to him.
Yep, me too.
It's kind of the thought process is you're accelerating your lead if you have one, or you're preventing the loss of time if you were second to it. So you don't want to just leave stuff like that on the board for your opponent to potentially take advantage of the time gain that it provides.
Yeah, especially when you're full on money. So you're seeing here, he's finding Sheep is finding more secrets, and he can't pick them up. So it's also some. I mean, you can come back for him, but you don't want to backtrack if you can help it.
And you might also get lucky enough to find the other hint shop. I mean, we've not seen the second one yet.
Yep, there's still another one hiding out here somewhere.
Shetty, in the meantime, taking care of some known item pickups, getting the silvers. The other one's in the desert, guarded by the flute, though, so we're not going to run into that on the Pirate Sheep side unless we find level 5 first.
Yep, that's interesting. And you know, the book, I feel like if you go into 8, it seemed like you're gonna get the book before getting to the Triforce. So just a matter of if Shatty even goes into that 8 or not. That will remain to be seen. There's that level 1 check we were talking about. Oh, and that's 8. We already knew that. I didn't see where he went in for the 8. Shatty's gonna go in though, looks like.
Yeah, I mean, level 3 you're basically hard locked out of. Level 2 you already have the item out of. Level 7 is level 7. So, I mean, your choices being 7 and 8 right now with the known dungeons, I think this is probably the play you make.
Yeah, it's kind of a no-brainer, I guess, here for sure.
I guess, in theory, we have 8 bombs. We could go Death Mountain hunting for a lower level dungeon. As I think Pirate Sheep's about to hit level 5. Shadow's up in Death Mountain a little bit. That's where 5 is, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, right there. On the north almost screen there. We were just talking about rooms and what drops and whatnot, and you can see it not significant amount of time, but you know, a few seconds there saved just by knowing to not clear that room when Shatty's in.
Yeah, not hard punished in this scene, but you can definitely get hard punished in other ones for clearing rooms that don't drop. Play a melee to obtain the magic boomerang. That's an interesting hint. So there's a flute block dungeon or a dig dogger that's in the way. And I would surmise that that's in 149. So one of those dungeons is likely to be the one that is forcing that hint out.
Yeah, and Sheep's gonna get the it could be that dig dogger wop. He's gonna get the recorder here, so let's see if he prioritizes some of those spots. Being there's a good chance that there's a dungeon under one of them. But Shatty didn't have the book.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hint that you're okay with if you're Shatty not having, I guess. Not
he's still gonna
get because
check those spots
already.
Yeah, definitely.
It'd be worse if it said like, let's see, maybe Goma return or Goma creeps with a bow or something like that. That would be more brutal of a hint, because that would be something that would point somebody to a bigger dungeon. Heart container in 8 in a staircase. I don't think we ever saw the floor heart in 8, so.
Yeah, so there's likely an item on the floor. Ooh, and Chatty just leaves after seeing that. Interesting.
Yeah, well, doesn't know the book is there.
Yeah.
Now you have somewhere between 20 and maybe 35 rooms, depending on just how large 8 is, to find a single item that may be on the floor or maybe in the other. Well, yeah, maybe either one still, because we don't know where the coast heart is.
Yeah, there's still 2 items in there, 2 items and/or the coast heart in there for him somewhere. But yeah, it was. I don't know.
Well, it might pay off at some point, because again, unless the bow is in there, could very well find yourself a way to 5 Triforces if that's all it's required to get in a 9.
Yeah, I mean, book, and then we'll see how these hints are. I guess that's going to be a big question. We'll see what these hints tell Sheep here whenever he gets to them.
Now it's, I mean, it does have it marked, so it wasn't a situation where we just mark them as non-existent or just blank the shop. Taking the scenic tour around the item here.
Ooh, a nice 5 bombs on the upgrade, but
yeah, still enough money for things that we might want to buy, so I think it's fine.
Yeah, it should be fine. I mean, the hints, that's what would be in my mind. The hints. And he's going to have the recorder here shortly, so he's going to have both hint spots likely opened up here shortly. Assuming he goes.
I feel like Shetty bombed down into wherever the staircase was. Oh, here we go. Here's a potential dungeon that's flute blocked if we can get in. Nope.
Oh man.
Got
Ouch.
absolutely bodied by the Lionels.
Yeah, it's a bit of a tough one there. Like we talked about when we started. I don't mind starting over here, but Death's kind of hurt, especially if you're over on the east side, which he absolutely was. Or west side, excuse me.
The good news is the flute takes
yeah.
you pretty close to where you were, but he's going to go the other way. Doesn't know that there is potentially a flute block dungeon. And there is the flute for Pirate Sheep, so probably happy to see that, knowing now that there's at least one dungeon that could potentially be under that.
Yep, absolutely.
And I'm going to go one below the... I'm going to go one below the Triforce Room, hoping to find the path there. Instead, just finds the "You Are Here" hint.
You are here hint. Gotta love it. This bomb upgrade too might be significant. I mean, that's a big bomb upgrade.
Definitely for where level 5 is, it's right up in Death Mountain, so you're basically buying yourself the rest of Death Mountain without having to 10 count.
Yep. Which can be a little time consuming. Well, you see Shatty doing it, no problem over here.
So somehow, some way, the runners got a little bit lined up with each other again. We're going to moonwalk into the...
Ooh, here's something. Level 9. Yeah, they're right by each other. They're both going to find 9 here, huh? See how many tries. Ooh!
Full pull.
Full pull. My favorite.
So that second quest 9 location is where 9 is. It's a cute little lineup for the game.
And now the 8 dig for Sheep is looking even more valuable. I mean, you have to go get the Triforce now regardless. And he has the book early, so that was definitely plays in his favor with the 8 tries. If we would have seen 5 or 6, then maybe Shatty would have saved some time on him by not digging that 8. But now we know it's hard required, so... Sheep found 9. It's such a good, like, it's funny because I played a non-tourney flag seed earlier today, and you find 9 and you start walking up to check the Triforces. It's like, oh yeah, you don't have to do that here. It's just such a habit we've all gotten into. Seeing level 9 is such a, like, the most, I don't know. That's what I want to see personally the most. Let me find 9, please. Let me find 9.
We're getting to the point where we're going to be blocked out of dungeons soon, though. That's the other point to, I guess, make, is there's not a lot of spots left.
Well, I mean, we've seen one of the raft spots. We have the PB and the recorder. So yeah, I mean, they gotta be around here somewhere.
I think that spot that Shatty died on is likely to be a dungeon. I'm going to guess it's 1.
Yeah, we're about to find out. That, and we still have all the recorder spots over in the Deadwoods as well, so...
Shay's gonna potentially be dying on this staircase, too. I mean, this is no joke. Like, on a screen like that, you just have to rush. And then if you wrap and do what Shay's doing here, I mean, he's gonna get the power bracelet spot check in as well. But if you reset the screen and come back in from the right side after you do the screen wrap around, you do have enough of a window to place the bomb, wait for it to blow up, and then get off the screen before all the beams come flying at your face.
Yeah, it definitely seems like a just go screen.
Yeah, it's just door repair this time. We're going to see now, I think we're walking towards the hint shop. Will we buy them?
Yeah, it's going to be a dungeon here, right? No, it's not. Still could be a dungeon up here, though. Two more potential spots up here. Here's the hints. Oh, that's weak.
I called that one.
He did. Oh, man.
Red candle.
Oh,
nice.
my goodness gracious.
Something we already have. And what's the third one? Oh, hello. Okay, so
there we go.
Now I'm going to reconfirm that I think level 1 is going to be the one under the flute spot, and I almost want to say that something's got to be under one of the ladder spots on that river road too, because we've seen so much.
Yeah, that would be an interesting chain there. Get a level 1 or a level under recorder spot, and say Dead Woods, and then have another dungeon, say maybe 4 on the ladder spot.
And then it's got the raft to get you over to the one remaining raft spot to get you something else, maybe? No, you can't have anything else. I think we got it all.
Yeah, I think we just need 1 and 4 now.
Trying to help K-Tap out and get her a raft block somewhere.
Love the raft blocks. Seems like level 9 is on the raft like a odd amount of times lately. I don't know why. This could be confirmation bias there, but
we're actually going to see the next hint shop too, by the way. Pirate Sheep's going to check the desert spots, and we do find level 1. I want to say that was closer to the grave than anything else, but I honestly was not fully paying attention to where Shatty was. I was looking at where Pirate Sheep was in proximity to the hints.
Yeah, I didn't see exactly what screen he went in on either.
It is the vanilla second quest 6 spot.
Second quest 6. I don't even know what screen that is. Oh, here we go.
It's right below the grave pushes. Two of them.
Oh, gotcha. We got an any key in 3.
Okay, that is ladder blocked, so we can't do much about that yet. Raft is in 6. That's good info. It means that we're not going there for the bow.
Yep.
Step over the water. No thanks.
That's 3.
We already knew that.
Yeah, 2 level 3 hints. Man, these hints are kind of crappy. That's if you're Team Shatty, that's kind of what you want to see there. You get the useful one for level 6, but
yeah, level 6 is definitely the best hint out of the bunch. We got to.
Yeah.
You could argue level 7's hint would have been nice, but we also have to still get the try out of 7, so you're likely to dig that if you don't have the bow yet.
Yeah, and you might just come across that digging. Level 6, they both have the Triforce. They had it in about 13 seconds, so they really don't want to go back there if they can help it. Which Pirate Sheep absolutely will not, unless we have a level 1 raft spot, which is still a possibility. Level 4 is still out there somewhere. Push block on Shatty's side. Hey, you must play this game before or something, huh?
Yep. It's that just like you had to figure the ladder had to be somewhere, right? Because it's blocking the progression in a couple dungeons. So if you had a hint for a flute block dungeon, then the most likely outcome would have been like you're gonna get a ladder plus whatever it was pointing to. I've honestly forgotten what the other one was. It play melody for magic boomerangs. That might be the other item here.
Yeah, it was something not significant. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
All right, what we got here? Oh yeah, he had another book. So just old man. I mean, the funny part here is you could like find a heart container or something. Then that really throws a wrench in the whole play and melody setup, because now you're like in my second dungeon blocked by flute. No, it's the wand.
Ooh.
Okay. So we do have a second dungeon. It's either on one of the raft spots that Pirate Sheep's about to walk up to, and it'll have the magic boomerang, or we have a dig dogger somewhere in one of these dungeons.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I forget what the item was, but it wasn't that. It wasn't the wand. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure his magic boomerang is play melody. I think that's what it was. Well, let's go speed Shetty up. He looks like he's at a bigger deficit than he actually is, I would say.
Yeah, I mean the sticks knowledge now is kind of scary. Because the probability of a dungeon being on a raft spot's starting to go way up, and Pirate Sheep has the knowledge that it's in 6, and Shatty won't. But
I feel like we're about to walk. I feel like we're about to walk into level 4 here.
Yeah. Yep. There you go.
that second that magic boomerang play a melody hint. I almost would guarantee the flute
Oh yeah, yeah,
is
because
the dungeon. Yeah, instead of the dig dogger, the chances of the dig dogger are way low.
yeah, that's true. I gotta start thinking through these things when I'm playing. That's why I'm glad we're doing comms tonight. Because you all but knew that was going to be level 4, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't here, then it was basically going to be ladder spots or raft spot, and then you have no real good information. Like right now, I would try force and go this and not look back because I would just be dead set on that hit. Hey, dark nuts! Look what we found.
Hey, there they are.
So, for those who don't know, the enemy sets the minimum you can have of an enemy set is 2 in the dungeon. And you can have them all like be 3, 3, and 3, or you can have like 2, 2, and 5. But as long as you have at least 2 and they all equal 9, that's the way it's set up.
Yeah, as chat points out, Boa's got to be in 7 or 8 at this point.
And the downside for PirateSheep finding this now is can't Triforce go this where Shatty could.
Yeah, and he doesn't have the wand, which is Dark Nuts. It's really speeding Shatty up here, as you can see. Sometimes the wand though can be a hindrance. I mean, if you there's that magic boomerang, because I'm more apt to clear certain rooms where I might just skip. So even though Shatty's doing it faster, you might actually lose time because he's clearing and the other person isn't. But then again, if one of those rooms has your Triforce or your item you're looking for, then you're kind of doubly screwed if you don't have the one.
How quickly are we going to get to that try is the next question.
Yep. And I wonder how out of the way Shatty's going to go for that red ring, being he already has the blue one, so it is right by the start screen. So we will definitely get to it at some point. We'll see when.
Compass says, "Don't burn your key here. Go the other way."
Yeah.
Yeah, Shatty will eventually probably world wrap into the red ring and maybe go to 2. That would be my setup, I think.
Yeah. That'll be a quick try for him. Just, what was that, 1 room in or something to the right?
Yeah,
if he uses the key.
It had to be willing to burn the key. You could also bomb from above it looked like.
Or he might go down and hit... Yeah, probably could. He might go down and hit 3 first. I have that any key, so...
Yeah, going to be return visit for PirateSheep. This Chevy room is where the Triforce is, so or just beyond in one room, so can't get it directly. But the return visit won't take long because only another screen away or so is where the ladder is going to be.
Yeah, not a huge time sink, but it is showing like Shatty's starting to come back. As you mentioned a little bit ago, it was a lot closer than it looked, and having that ladder and kind of, I think it's pretty much a dead heat right now.
Yeah, the lead is not significant enough until we find a bow.
Yep. And you know that the item, or we know, Shatty doesn't, that the item in level 8's on the floor as well. So we'll see if that, and they don't have the Triforce in 7. So we're definitely going to go to 7 first. But we'll see if it's like a free Triforce or something, what they decide to do.
Yes, you don't like it, but I think for PirateSheep for sure is going to go to 7 first. Shatty, I guess you could make the argument that both work.
Yeah, and Shatty's going the wrong way in this too. It's just one room start. He used the key, but not the right one. So now he's going to wander around this too, and Triforce is right next to start, which that always feels bad. And Sheep's going to get his ladder and his wand here momentarily. What a loaded level 1, huh?
Yeah, definitely a beneficial one.
Oh my god. Oh yeah.
A lot of keys though. We're going to get refunded keys all over the place in this one, if I remember it right. And Shatty's going to burn a ton of keys. Had a huge key lead, and that's absolutely erased at this point.
Yeah, hopefully he gets a compass soon so he quits wasting time in all these rooms up here. It's just Hanging out right by the start there. It's like the worst thing. That's why if there's a room right next to start, even if I'm low on keys, I always snag that room up, man, because this is why. It feels so bad when you clear a whole dungeon and it's one room, man. He's coming back down towards it now, though.
Yeah, I think if he bombs right in this room, he should be able to find the 2 extra rooms.
There we go.
Compass is likely to be the room above it. That'd be the ultimate troll. Or the map.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, map in this room and compass the next room over.
That sounds about right.
Well, compass in this room.
Oh, compass in that room. Oh man.
Alright, we do have the ladder for Pirate Sheep, and the wand is but 1 room away, maybe 2. One to the right.
Yep, right here in this nub. Shatty is beelining to 3. I imagine they're going to end up getting the any key out of here, so keys shouldn't be a big problem. I mean, we do know right when the Triforce is, but did you go the extra couple rooms here to find the any key? Let's see if Shatty does. I don't know. I think I might on 2 keys, because it... Hopefully it's just a couple rooms past the try here, but we do know the room the Triforce is in.
Yeah, I think at 2 keys you actually just go for the any key.
Yeah.
If he was still at 5, I'd probably just gamble. But yeah, he doesn't know, so he's got to dig the bow. So yeah, he's 100%.
Oh yeah. He doesn't know. Yeah, so he'll definitely look for it. So he will get the any key then. Great point. So we have all these items. Silver's early. I kind of keep forgetting about the. We don't have the freaking bow.
Yeah, and I think we're down to 7 or 8. The second I have 8 for it. So, Shatty's probably not going to be, like, super thrilled, but is going to be okay with what he finds.
Yeah, it's definitely something, you know, depending on how keys are the rest of the way here. I mean, it could... Probably going to be fine. 3 keys is kind of comfortable, and they still have 7 and 8, or 7 to go through, so usually 7 provides some keys. But, yeah, it's just nice not having to worry about it at all. Got the ladder for sheep. I thought he already snagged that, but no, he did not.
Nope, has it now, so it's all good.
This is very likely the item here. Nope.
Dark Nuts might guard it. So I would assume Pirate Sheep's probably going to go... Wow, going to go straight back to start and get the red ring. I would have probably gambled on being able to get to the Triforce and 4 from where we were, but we can flute back there, so I guess it doesn't really matter much.
Here's the guinea key. Oh no, because I thought we saw a floor heart, but I guess we did not. Guinea key on the floor. All right.
Well, not too many rooms left it can be in. You gotta burn a key, potentially, to get the any key.
I forget where Mags was, but we are definitely in Mags range on Shatty's side.
This reverse C is a drop in 3, so it could be here. Looks like red dark nuts are 2 HP. Pretty soft.
Yep, that's nice, especially with the wand. Butter.
We'll see what Pirate Sheep does here. I mean, Pirate Sheep does have the info on what this is.
Yeah, he's who I was thinking of. Because I was just trying to think about what I would do in this situation with these amount of keys. But it turns out the item is kind of a pain in the butt, so it's kind of a big decision here.
Gonna beeline for the heart.
Oh yeah, and
there's the any key under all those blue dark nuts.
Yeah, it's not a very friendly. It's hard to get to, and a bunch of blue dark nuts. It's kind of gross. I'm being told by chat not to gamble. So did I say something stupid? Well, that's a dumb question. Of course I did. Don't gamble. Okay.
I guess the question now is if you're Shatty, there's not a lot else over here. Do you up a save and walk into the mags check while walking to level 7 or 8? Is that the play next?
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to, now's the time. I would say, yeah.
Or I guess this is just as close. I think you check because I think it's one screen up from here.
Yeah,
So
especially we've only seen the Dark Nudge. That yeah.
It's probably gonna be 14.
Oh, boo.
Shatty playing the game must be 14. And PirateSheep did bail the any key, so this is where it's going to get interesting. Will the bailing on the any key help or hurt?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see where these key doors are, and if, you know, it could either send him in the wrong way or the right way. We just kind of never know here.
I think both runners will be inclined to dig this in full. I think PirateSheep might actually know a room that it could be in already. Whereas Shatty's going to get a visit with Manhandla and then the Goma, the way we're going.
Yeah, and PirateSheep is way more likely to dig it than Shatty. He knows an item in 8 and has the Triforce in 8. For Shatty, he has to go in 8 either way. So if he gets a quick Triforce in here, I think he might get. Oh, yeah, we remember that screen. If he gets a quick Triforce, he might leave, but PirateSheep's definitely staying.
I think this is the potential item staircase, though.
Oh yeah, this is where he died with. Oh nope.
What will be interesting is if that bomb wall didn't open and you couldn't bomb south in the staircase room next to the Goma where we had the Manhandla, then that would force the redig of 8 at that point, because then your bow would be in there.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a possibility. And we got this also that's Goma just hanging out up over here that could be holding the try.
Look at that key count now for Sheep.
Yeah, this is becoming something to definitely keep an eye on. That's scary.
I mean, in theory, we could just go to 3 if we ever get in that bad a shape. We're right next to the Triforce. This is still potentially the item.
Yep. So we got a what? About a 50-50 shot that is right here with our knowledge. Well, in this dungeon.
Nope. Now what do you do?
I think he's got to stay. He's already has the try out of 8. He knows one of the items. He doesn't have a whole lot. Well, he's blocked though, huh?
No, not hard blocked. It could still go to the left, I think. We went right into this tail instead, I think.
Well, if he is blocked, or when he gets blocked, at least that gives you the answer, you know? I don't know why he's clearing this room again, though.
He's going to bomb south.
Oh, okay.
Or at least try to. And then might assume that he's bow blocked from whatever the item is here.
Oh, okay, you can bomb south. Okay, there we go. Oh, and look, it's a very likely stare. Oh, oh, but he's key block. He can't go any farther after these couple rooms here. This is big time if he's held up here, and this is the bow.
Don't do it. Yeah, you can't do that one. You need the potential money for keys now.
Yep. Well, there's a key. That's huge key for Sheep. Really, really, really big key. Because if this bow's over here and he didn't have a key, he would have been in deep crap.
Okay, well, there's the bait block, so no bait purchase required. And this entire top half is segmented by that key door there or the Goma, so...
Yep.
I think this is now the point where we're probably going to find the item. I think we're running out of rooms now for the trolls.
Tell you what, that key drop, yeah, here it is. That key drop was, whew, big time. Oh my god.
Now, how are you going to realize that that bomb wall could potentially exist? That's the other question.
Yeah. Because he still has 2 items in 8. He might just get out of here. He probably does just go to 8. Yeah, he's kind of in trouble here. Yeah, Sheep is gonna go pick up this Triforce in 4, and it's gonna be a 9.
So it's going to be a question of who finds what first. Does Shatty find... Oh, nope, he's going to go back.
Oh, he's back in. That's huge for Shatty. Huge. I didn't think he would go back in. I thought he was good. I thought he would go to 8. I really did.
Yeah. I was... There's going to be a lead, I think, for sure, for Pirate Sheep, but...
Yeah, it's not going to be that crazy now. I mean, I would have bet big money that Shatty went to 8. He needs the Triforce anyway. I think when there's 2 items in there, like I think the right play would be going to 8 right now. It would be the wrong play, but I think it'd be the smartest play. But hey, that's why Shatty's still playing and I'm not, right?
So here is... Well, I'm not much better. I'm also not playing anymore, but my logic here is you have... Looks like 8 rooms left that were blocked by the non-bomb wall. So, are you going to check 8 rooms, or are you going to check mystery amount? I think that's what saved Shatty, is having the map, having so few rooms left, and having the one wall to check. Essentially, that was 1 transport away, and that 1 transport was 1 room in. I think all those combined help them out.
I was be worried that wall wouldn't even open up. I guess would have been my worry. If you knew for sure he had a route down there, then definitely. But
now, before going to 9, if I am the Pirate Sheep, I am 100% stopping at the key shop and buying 2 keys.
Oh yeah, you got to. You have to.
There's no reason to bum rush 9 on 0. This is where you manage your resources and know what you are going to potentially need. I want to say the key is... Oh, was it in the same shop with the, with like the arrows and the blue ring? Something? Where was it at?
Yeah, I don't remember. Here's another max check. I mean, it's very likely he's going to pick this up, and he does. Now, this level 8, which was at Vanilla 1.
He's going to 9 right away.
What's that?
Sheep's going straight in.
Oh, man, that is gutsy.
I'm not a huge fan of this if you have a key shop marked, but it might still work, so we'll see.
Yeah, we'll just see if 9, 1 hooks up some keys and 2 has a bunch of key doors you have to go through, which seems like when you need keys, it always seems like the case. Unfortunately for Shatty, this Triforce was buried pretty good. It was in the top left somewhere. Sheep is in 9. Let's see. Oh, an immediate roar!
It could just be up.
Yeah.
We did pick up the silvers. Yeah, we did not pick up the silvers.
Oh no!
The tracker says we did pick them up, but we retried out of the silvers. Is what we did with the hint shop.
Oh, I think someone in chat called that. Like, yeah, we've known where the silver was for a couple minutes into the race. But he just had to pick him up. He just had to. Oh man.
I mean, he's still going to have the edge in because it's going to take Shatty longer to get there. But that's a little bit of comedy, I guess.
I mean, yeah, and you're going to lose at least a minute or 2 here. So that's very significant because Shatty's just he's going to find silvers here, or not silvers, Triforce for too long. It was up kind of deep, but it wasn't like any secret holes or anything, so...
Yeah, Vitor called that out earlier. I had seen it then. I realized only when he select swapped around to get to it. And that was pretty funny, I guess. It's not going to hurt too much yet until potentially it potentially does.
Yeah, we'll see how hidden Zelda is. I mean, we know where Ganon is one way or another, very likely. It's not here, then we got it down to 2 screens. And he is just right here. And a shutter door.
Zelda's straight up, man. This is
that would be funny.
Don't make it that easy, game. I want more pain and suffering for both runners. Oh, wall pig.
Good old wall pig. He has potion though, I think. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna
I
have
need
the lock here at the moment. Well,
Oh,
nope,
lost it.
he's
Yep.
cursed him a little bit there, but he got a lot of hits in, so I think he's probably got 5 left or so. Oh.
Oh. Oh,
Yeah, he does have the
potion.
potion.
All right. I feel like he's going in the right direction for the try. It's up here, kind of, sort of somewhere. So we can get in the 9 quick. Or for the Triforce. Oh my god, look at that thing. We definitely didn't see that map before.
That's I would think that that's that log path is where you have to go.
I think it is. I think it's like maybe just not far into it, but just a little bit. He's probably not going to go there. He's going to go. Oh no, he is.
All right, we're gonna have the Insta Zelda.
Oh, yeah.
The old man Insta Zelda. There you go.
Wow!
One room past.
What a level 9.
So get your GGs out for the Pirate Sheep with a 104.21, and by the lack of movement, you know that Shetty has forfeit.
Yeah. Little does he know, he's very, very close. He's literally a minute away or so, but yeah.
Okay. And we are joined by the Pirate Sheep. GGs.
Hello, GGs.
So we won't talk about what just happened about 2 minutes ago. Let's talk about the little 9 first.
Didn't happen. Didn't retry my silvers away.
Yeah. And we're joined by Shetty.
GG shit.
Yeah.
Yo, GG's.
Yo, GG, man. Also, he retried them away. Okay, I know he picked those silvers up. I know that I saw that. But
he picked them up, then picked the hints up, and then said, I want to save my money, and forgot that he also picked something up along the way.
I picked them up while I was looking for 1 and 4 whistle dungeons, and then I happened to come across the hints, and then just reset and completely forgot.
So the big gamble you took, in my opinion, was having key shops kind of all over the place and going into 9 with 0 keys, just kind of gambling it up, hoping the key doors would not be in your way, because you also knew where the any key was, I think.
It was in 3. I knew it was in 3.
It was guarded by blue dark nuts.
Oh, yeah. When I went into 3 to get the Triforce after getting the ladder, because it was ladder blocked, I went a couple rooms in, found the dungeon item, but it was the heart container. I'm like, I'm not going to go kill 12, 13 more rooms just to get the any key, but I know where it is if I need it.
Yeah. And then Shatty, when you forfeit, I think you were 2-ish rooms away from that last Triforce, so you've been done in, I don't know, like
30 seconds. Yeah. Level 9 was what, 3 rooms? 3 rooms?
You go 3 rooms up, essentially. The 3rd room up is Ganon. You go 1 more room up to the old man. It tells you Stalfos guard the compass with the door popping on the right. That was literally it. Couldn't bomb around it or anything else. You might have been able to entry door somewhere else. I don't remember that, but I know the bomb walls didn't open that reverse room, next room in.
Yeah, it was a very absolutely no combat 9 after the combat overworld and the combat of blue dark nuts and stuff and dungeons and whatnot.
Yeah, but there's it's interesting because the book, Shatty did not get the book until near the end there, probably a couple minutes ago at most. And the hints only helped you a little bit. It only told you the raft was in 6. It told you there's a bunch of potential flute blocks. So that was kind of interesting. You found 4 after Shatty had found 1, so we knew that the magic boomerang is 4, but you did not. You had to dig it, so that kind of potentially cost you a bit of extra time if Shatty didn't also make a confirmation check with the magic boomerang.
Yeah, the hints weren't as bad as they could have been. Like you said, like I knew he was in 3, I knew Raft was in 6. I knew I needed a ladder to get past the item in 3. I knew I needed a recorder to magic boomerang, recorder to ladder. So then I'm thinking my hope was, okay, one's gonna have magic boomerang and ladder, and we're just gonna go. So we've had worse hints.
Yeah, this one started really fast though. I mean, you both basically did the same thing, but my goodness, there was so much given early.
I was waiting for the Armos to be like Wand or White Sword or something.
Do we know where White Sword was?
Nope.
Nope.
It's either in the
Okay.
second
8 or
item in
9.
8, which is the floor item, or it's in 9. One or the
Okay.
other.
Because yeah, I got one fairly late, so wood sword
Yeah.
for about 50 minutes.
You found the book in 8 as your first staircase item. Shady found a heart container in his first dip in and left. So we don't know if that was the coast heart or if the floor item is a item stub heart.
Gotcha.
It's the one that kind of is throwing the wrench in knowing whether or not the last 2 items are a 9. But yeah, I would say this: if Shady had gone and continued and found that Triforce, I think probably a 3-ish minute difference in finish times, close to that. I can't imagine you go and ignore the shutter pop, given all the emotes and stuff that get thrown around these days in the TTPs.
No.
Gotta add in a few bad whistles up to 5 though, so that'll take some time. Guaranteed.
Yeah, you got sniped by the blue Lionels a bunch of times there.
Oh man, no doubt.
And then right
It's
below the
alright.
wood
I
sword
kinda have to
cave,
go back that way anyway. Get my silvers eventually.
yeah, you made the interesting play to redig 7 after the Triforce for the 1 bomb wall, I guess. I mean, it's like we thought maybe it was like 8 was going to be the place you were going next, so we thought you were going to be in real big trouble going to 8 looking for the second item there or something. But you went back into 7 for the 8 rooms or so that were left.
Yeah, kinda knew. You're right where the item had to be. Quick dive back in there. Yeah, I don't know. Felt pretty good, but not quick enough, man. Sheep too fast.
You
Yep,
guys
it's
were,
You get a
gonna be-
Triforce
yeah.
12 seconds in, you gotta go fast, right?
When they were talking about you buying hints and stuff, when did you get that book?
I
Right
got
away.
the book like
Yeah.
20. Let's see, tracker says 25 minutes.
Yep. We were probably yelling at you for the next 10 to go to that hint shop that wasn't that far away that you had knowledge
Yeah.
of. We're like, why isn't he going back? He knows it's there. What's he doing? He's going away from it.
I mean, it was
But
like
it ended up not.
10
That one was
away
not.
from start.
Well, from level 8, it was what, 6?
Yeah, that's what I ended up
It was
doing.
just.
But
It's kind of a pain in the rear to go routing that in at any other point until you went back to level 7, I guess. So I don't know. It was just like, do you take that advantage that you get with the book to go ahead and try and get the information? Which I think that was the one that told you that the book was an 8 and some other just okay hints in that one.
Well, the other reason why I was thinking get hints right now is because you were full on money, so you kept passing up rupee shop. So I was like, oh man, just go get rid of those hints. But yeah, I mean, you
Yeah.
rattled it in good.
I sat there thinking, I don't want to blow the money that I have right now because I want to save scum it, because who knows what this ladder is going to be behind to get the red ring. Because I considered buying blue ring like 20 something, like right around the time I had the full rupees in the book. It crossed my mind a couple of times because I didn't need to buy the candle because that was free in 2. Didn't need to buy the arrows. Just always in the back of my mind thinking, I'm trying to get to places on the overworld and I'm getting punched in the face by a Wizrobe in the bottom left corner, or even trying to get out of the forest going north. The Wizrobes, the orange Wizrobes right above there on the silver screen. I don't like Wizrobes on the overworld. They anger me.
I mean, you get him in the dungeons or you get him in the overworld. You gotta face him somewhere. I'm not sure if I like him in either spot, but I don't know. I'm more of a fan of getting him out of my dungeons so I can just speed through some of that stuff quicker. The more blue Wizrobe junk. Like the red Wizrobes, I think you pointed out, are probably the worst on the overworld more than the blue Wizrobes are. Just because that kind of especially the incremental spawn screens where you have one pop up every like 6 or 7 tenths of a second on you. Like that screen's awful. But like generally speaking, I don't see it on screen until I'm walking into it. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Or especially if you're in the forest and they just show up one, then one, then one.
Yep.
The worst.
Yeah. I don't know. Game 1 was going to be really close, I think, and Game 2, I expect pretty much the same thing again. I mean, this tournament's just this one isn't even really much of a surprise to me at all. Seeing the times that you two have put up recently, I was kind of expecting this to happen. I'm hoping we get the same again in Game 2. Maybe root for the Game 3 to happen for more games, but other than that, it's going to be a fun matchup to watch out.
Best 3 is going to be great.
Yeah, thanks guys, appreciate it. GG's, try again tomorrow.
Yep, they're going again tomorrow at the exact same time, I believe. So if you're looking for Game 2, we'll figure out what channel that's on at some point tomorrow morning, I am assuming. So be on the lookout for either SpeedGaming schedule, or if you're on our Discord, we also have it there. I believe there is one more game that's either going on now or is wrapping. I don't know, what time did that start even? Was that? No, it was right after the first game of the night, so it's probably 15 minutes in. So I think that's over on SpeedGaming Main. That's probably where we'll send people here. Quick peek at the schedule. Trying to do all that. Tomorrow's schedule, as it loads for me, is as follows. Looks like, oh boy, 8 o'clock, it's Crusher and Ice Blue. That'll be a good start. Their double header, I think, is tomorrow, in fact. So Game 1, Game 2. We have Pedantic Potato and Moco 71 over there at 9 o'clock. We got another killer matchup as well. Thurwolf and future 2025 winter champ Druis. Look at that. That's going to be a killer matchup. Bunch of stuff. We're going to have one. I'm going to have one of those, like, I'm going to have both modders each with like 3 or 4 matches going at once, because all these launching at once. But yeah, PirateSheep Shatty Game 2, as mentioned, at 10 o'clock to wrap the night. So, should be a fun-filled, definitely an eventful night, if nothing else. A lot of big names there.
Yeah, so many good races tomorrow. It's going to be a blast.
Yep, all the people better at the game than me, too. I get to watch them all out. And we get to sit here and commentate on 2 runners that are still in there, telling them what we would have done when we're out. Look at us.
Yeah. I definitely just threw that disclaimer in there. So if you guys watch this back and I'm saying something, don't pay any attention. I know you're better.
Thanks again to Malkier for clicking the buttons behind the scenes. We all got trolled by the Silver Arrow retry, so only VTorp, I think, caught it in the chat. So yeah, again, GG's to the trackers for keeping us honest, and we'll see what happens in Game 2 tomorrow night.
All right, man. Thanks for doing the race with me. It was a really good one. Watch it back, guys.
Yep, it was a blast.